It takes Cornelius Dieckmann 6.58 seconds to crack the cube, just 1 second more than the world record. The Berliner is a 3-time German speedcubing champion.
People who have a Rubik's Cube for the first time tend to use their whole hand and move it quite roughly. I don't even turn it. That would take longer than 10 seconds. You can compare it with someone who sits at a piano keyboard for the first time. He would also touch each note with his index finger, but a pianist uses all 10 fingers, and that's what I do. I use all 10 fingers on the cube.
Und so mache ich das mittlerweile auch. Ich benutze alle 10 Finger, bloß eben auf den Würfel übertragen.
The number of possible permutations, a smooth 43 quintillion. The aim of the game is to get every one of the 6 sides covered in one single color. The Rubik's Cube is probably the best-selling brain teaser of all time. It's famous worldwide, but not everyone knows that it was invented in Hungary.
Maybe it's a Rubik.
Japanese. It's a Japanese toy.
I don't know. I think the Orientals, they are very smart. So.
Chinese people?
Chinese people, maybe.
That's the cube that was made by a Hungarian man, Rubik.
And he designed this, and it became very famous all over the world.
The Magic Cube, as it was originally called, was invented at the Hungarian University of Arts and Design in Budapest, now the Moholy Nagy University of Art and Design. Ernö Rubrik, a sculptor and architecture professor there, first presented his cube in 1974. But it took 6 years for it to become a commercially available toy. It was initially a teaching tool.
I think teaching was one of the reasons behind the cube. It's because I was searching interesting example of 3-dimensional structures and how we can illustrate the nature of dimensions.
The genius was conjuring up the hidden mechanism that connected the 26 cubelets. Rubik patented his invention in 1975. In 1980, a U.S. toy firm obtained the license to release it worldwide and renamed it after its maker.
In 1980 was the introduction, the international introduction of the cube. And it's practically advanced. In a year, the cube became a huge craze. And the company sold about 100 million in 3 years.
And in the real world, there are speed cubing championships held every 4 years to find the swiftest fingersmiths on the planet.
There are tournaments all over the world. A lot in Germany, but also in the US and in Asia. You always meet new people with similar interests. I think that if I weren't up against the clock and myself, I wouldn't do this with so much passion.
The cube spawned a whole host of imitations. The Pyraminx was invented independently of the cube boom. Rubik's Magic was another puzzle based on tiles, but the master's now working on a different project.
I'd like to finish my last one, that's the exhibition, what is started close to 5 years ago, and then it will travel about 6-7 years.
And after circling the globe, beginning in the US, it will come to Budapest, which is where being square actually first became cool 40 years ago.